Hello everyone, welcome to Wild Writing in the Time of Corona. It's day 140, can you believe? This is the day when we do things slightly differently, as it's the 7th day in the workshops. And so today's difference is we're going to write a poem that we're going to call The Song of, and we're going to supply the last word. So it can be the song of anything at all. So this is what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to choose an everyday object. I know we've looked at them before, but I think this is slightly different. I hope it is anyway. Choose an everyday object, definitely one that's something that's not alive in any way. Although I suppose you could have a plant technically if you wanted. So choose an everyday object. Imagine that the object can talk and give it some sort of personality. So you'll need to have thought about it in terms of, I suppose, its life really. And the instructions for today are quite simple, and basically it's to write its story. So a song of something often can celebrate, or it can tell a story. I'm imagining this could work really well in free verse and would work equally well if you chose to rhyme it. Although I think songs by their nature can certainly do both. And there's something about a song that possibly is celebratory or possibly has some kind of emotion behind it. So they're doing something different is to write the song of. So can I suggest to you that I think this possibly would work best with an object that is kind of naturally occurring in some way. Yeah, sorry, big dog appearing there for the first time. That's different, isn't it? Okay, so I would like to show you how I went about this. I wasn't sure what I wanted to write about, but I chose something I've written about before, which was a stone. And I had in front of me several stones that I'd collected from various places, and I'd been distributing in various places. So I chose to write about the song of the stone. So this is the poem. And so they came to the song of the stone, her turn to present to the anticipating void. Her voice twinkled in starlight, spun silica as she spoke of all she'd been. Though old, worn, tiny and far from home, in careful words her life she built. Eons of turquoise oceans, shifting with each tide, briefly rubbing, grating, falling into a universe of rocks and shells. Millions of ages brought her to cooler riverbeds, casings of ice after dustings of snow. Always a shapeshifter, she knows her destination. Her only journey is back to sand. No rotting or persistence for her mineral self. Into the vast and interstellar spaces of the universe, she sent her words alone, considered, prehistoric, even elegiac. And so ended the song of the stone. I'm quite pleased with that, and what I liked about it and thought it would be quite helpful to share with you is the way that I think I have framed the poem. So the first line and the last line kind of give a beginning and an end to it, which sometimes with a story or I guess a song can work. So I hope you've enjoyed a very different sort of poem. I look forward very much to reading what you have written, and hope you have enjoyed, as always, the process. So you take care, and I'll see you in a couple of days. Goodbye.